Good morning, sports investors. How you doing today? Welcome back to the famed Rothstein Sports Investing Show, where we discuss the fuss about getting to the bag through sports investing and sports wagering. I'm your beloved host, famed Rothstein, a.k.a. Michael Snackson, a.k.a. Bay O. Wolf, a.k.a. Malcolm Excellence, a.k.a. Hacksaw Jim Thuggin, and today is Sunday, December 20th, 2020. It's about 8:40 a.m. Eastern Standard Time here in the beautiful, lovely Queen City, a.k.a. the Republic of Cincinnati. That makes it about 5:40 a.m. Pacific Time and about 20 minutes till 3 a.m. in Hawaii. But regardless of where you're listening to us from, thank you for listening and welcome back to the show. And before I continue, I just want to remind you that if you feel you have a gambling problem, please do not listen to this show. Please contact your state or your local Gamblers Anonymous Association hotline, and hopefully they can get you the services you feel you need, because on this show, we discuss sports investing through sports wagering, and we don't want to be any triggers to any negative behaviors for you. So please contact your state or your local Gamblers Help Group, and hopefully they can get you on the path of the straight and narrow. Those of you who remain, you will become profitable sports investors. More likely didn't yesterday, okay? Before we get into yesterday's action, just to think, that was yesterday's action. Shout out to Nas. Before we get into yesterday's action, I just want to remind you that, like I said, if you feel you have a gambling problem, please don't listen. But hit that like button for me, okay? Hit that like button. Anybody who stays, anybody who remains, okay? Hit that like button. Leave comments, sign up for notifications, but also subscribe, okay? Picked up a couple subscribers. Well, we should be able to pick up a couple a day. Tell a friend. Help a brother out. I'm giving you free action. More often than not, the overwhelming majority, it'll hit. Every now and then, some things don't hit. Like yesterday. I mean, it was close. It just didn't hit. And we'll get into it. The boxing, we gave you Canelo versus Smith, kid from England. Thought Canelo would waste him and knock him out, at least before the 6th. Unanimous decision. I mean, Pitt knocked that guy out, man. That's, come on, Canelo. But, Canelo ain't fought in a while, so I understand. And we also said that, college football, my hometown team, the University of the Republic of Cincinnati, I said they would outright lose to Tulsa because of their emotions. They damn near did. Needed a last-second field goal to win it, 27-24, I believe. But we told you, if you wanted to, back that up with plus 14 for Tulsa, because, like I said, I just playing football. You only get so many emotional ups and downs. I don't care if it is college, pro, NFL. You only get so many emotional ups and downs before your body just quits on you. And I'm not saying UC's body, the University of the Republic of Cincinnati's body, the bodies on the players quit on them. I mean, but it just didn't give them what they needed. And Tulsa hadn't had those ups and downs all year, so they were able to dig deep and play with them. You see what I'm saying? It's kind of how it is in sports, any sport, okay? But we got 3 for you today, okay? 2 in the NFL, 1 in college football. I'm going to get the college football first, okay? We've got the Illinois Fighting Illini. Shout out to you people who say Illinois. I'm not, that place is 2 states away, and I've never pronounced the S, but to each his own. They're going to Piscataway, New Jersey, to take on Rutgers, okay? As you know, Rutgers has one of the best players in the country, Ron Harper Jr., okay? I think he's probably going to be a Naismith finalist. And this is going to be an up and down game. These are 2 teams that like to play a little bit, okay? They like to get up and down. Illinois is 13th, Rutgers is 18th, okay? They like to get up and down the floor a little bit. And like I said, when you have an NBA player out there on the floor, a future NBA player, there's going to be points on the board. Illinois, they're in the same conference as Rutgers, so they're not going to try to slow the game down because they're scared of him, like some of these smaller teams would probably do. No, they're going to run and play. So, and the final's going to go over 144.5, all right? So that's what we're going to take. That game, Illinois and Rutgers, to go over 144.5, okay? Now, we got two in the NFL. That game starts at 1 o'clock. These two NFL games start at 1 o'clock, all right? The first one is the depleted Houston Texans going to the Indianapolis Colts, all right? Now, I don't think the Colts can really improve their playoff position, and I don't see anybody coming up to take theirs, but just in case, the Colts are going to ball, all right? They're going to ball because they're veteran players, T.Y. Hilton, Phillip Rivers, as the Hall of Fame cornerback likes to call him, Dion. Philly Riv. I love those backs. I love Nyheim Hines, and I also love Jonathan Taylor. They got great backs, all right? Houston's got nothing. Deshaun Watson and some prayers, all right? I mean, they got a couple decent receivers. Kenny Stills. I forget the other guy's name, but the Will Fuller suspended for PED use. Oh, damn, I almost forgot, guys. I just looked at it and I almost forgot. This is the Bucket Low like fucking dough edition. All right? But anyway, I apologize. But yeah, they're depleted, Houston is, all right? We're going to go ahead and take Indianapolis -7 at home. All right? Indianapolis has, he put up some good points on people about the last month. All right? Second game, or the second NFL game, last game of the day, we have the Atlanta Falcons hosting the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Atlanta's just one of those teams that, they're kind of an enigma, but they usually will have a good offense for you. With Matt Ryan as their quarterback, they'll usually put some points on the board. Ridley's still out there. I forgot. Oh, well, I think Julio's hurt, but, Atlanta, they're no slouch when it comes to putting up points, all right? Matt Ryan, he's better than the average NFL quarterback. He's well above the Andy Dalton line, all right? Now, the Buccaneers, Tom Brady, he's the GOAT, and he's got nothing but heat around him. Godwin, Evans, AB, Gronk, that's what Tom Brady's used to. He's not used to having a big back, he's not used to having 3-star receivers, let alone one. All right? Or he's not used to having 1-star receiver, let alone 3. The one year he had a superstar, Randy Moss, they just tore the record books up. And this game is set at 49. It's in Atlanta on turf indoors. I'm not sure what are they seeing that this game won't go clearly into the 50s. But that's what we're going to take the over of 49. Tampa Bay and Atlanta to go over 49. So let's recap. College basketball, 1 p.m. start, all times Eastern. All times 1 p.m. Eastern, okay? College basketball, Rutgers hosting Illinois. We're going to take that game to go over 144.5, okay? NFL, the Houston Texans at the Indianapolis Colts. We're going to take that game to go we're going to take the Colts -7. And Buccaneers at the Falcons, we're going to take that game to go over 49 points, all right? So there you have it. You got plenty of time to get online, get in line, and get to the bag. And the show's motto, if there's games to be played, there's money to be made. We'll be back tomorrow on the podcast that you can find on Anchor, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, about 10 different places, okay? Fame Rothstein Sports Investing Show. Whatever podcast service you use, subscribe to it, okay? And we'll have some NFL tomorrow. Very easy pick with my hometown team, the Republic of Cincinnati Bengals against Steelers. And we'll also have some Tuesday bowl action because I believe Beat Your Ass University, a.k.a. BYU, is playing somebody Tuesday in a bowl, the Boca Raton Bowl. I believe they're playing Central Florida, if I saw it right. And, we'll talk about that on the podcast tomorrow, all right? But in the meantime, if we're not already hooked up on social media, let's do it. My Instagram is fame_Rothstein, FAME_ROTHSTEIN. My email address, famerothstein@yahoo.com, FAMEROTHSTEIN @yahoo. Okay? Like and subscribe to this show. Okay, and check me out on Twitter at Biggie Rothstein. BIGGIE ROTHSTEIN. Okay, if you've been following a while, you know why there's a difference, all right? But that's all I got for today, folks. In and out, little shorty. Still a little disgusted from last night, but we don't dwell on wins. We don't dwell on losses. We keep going, right? And we'll talk to you. We'll talk about it tomorrow. Until then, everybody be safe. Peace.